two, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I'm Reverend Jackie Marquez, the Dean of Religious and Spiritual Life. It is my privilege to welcome you to this celebration of our seniors and to offer today's invocation. Usually we gather in the midst of the beauty of our campus, but Wellesley College is more than a place. We are a community. And so we gather in celebration of the class of 2020 and to mark the end of this academic year. This remarkable class is graduating in truly extraordinary times. We admire their achievements and awards, but also their compassion and courage. We come from many faith practices, religions, spiritual and philosophical traditions that speak to us offering ancient guidance. Let us share together, each in our own way, in a moment of reflection, of prayer and thanksgiving for the journey that led our students to and through Wellesley College, and for the chapter that they now begin. We are in the presence of our Creator, the sacred source of all that is good and beautiful and true. We are in the presence of our ancestors and connected to friends and family in a caring community that stretches across the nation and across the world. As we begin, we take a moment to bring to memory those who started the journey with the class of 2020 4 years ago, and who are no longer with us. We pause to remember and honor them. We name the grief of not being able to gather as we would like, yet in our hearts, we hold the wondrous hope that this moment offers us. Let us choose to turn grief and hope into a joyous celebration of what has been and all that is yet to come. Seniors, even as you think back on who you were when you arrived on campus years ago, we affirm who you have become during your time at Wellesley College. We commit as a community to holding you in the light as you step into the future full of gifts and dreams. This community will always be here for you. We are thankful for the ways you have transformed Wellesley College with your voice and through your actions. We are deeply grateful for the time we spent with you and send you forth with our blessings. We bless the firm path ahead and the ways that you may choose to wander off that path. We bless your doubts and your certainties and pray that as your knowledge increases, so too will your compassion and commitment to the greater good. May every decision you make lead you closer to finding and fulfilling your purpose. May you be open to the ways that life will inevitably call you to let go and to embrace. May you know that in moments when you feel lonely or lost, you are never alone. You have an inner compass to guide you. May the seeds that have been sown into your life by faculty, staff, fellow students, family, and friends continue to flourish and sustain you. May you always remember and notice the marginalized, working to create a just and peaceful world. Our college motto is not to be ministered unto, but to minister. And so we bless the ways that you will serve others and share your unique and precious gifts. As you go out to change the world, may you be open to the ways that the world will change you. Amen. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Wellesley College Choir. who join us to perform To Alma Mater.
To Alma Mater, Wellesley's daughters, all together join and sing. Through all her wealth of wood and waters, let your happy voices ring. In every changing world we love her towns and woods and lake, or changeful sky and blue above her. Wakey birds, your chorus wake, we'll sing her praises now and ever. Blessed fount of truth and love, our hearts' devotion may it never. Faithless or unworthy prove, we'll give our lives and hopes to serve her. On this highest noblest soul, a stainless name we will preserve her, answer to her every call.
Hello, class of 2020. Thank you for participating in this year's senior celebration. It is such an honor to graduate alongside you and speak to you all today. I am Sue Choi.
And I'm Ludwig Claude.
We've made it. We're getting our degrees at this uniquely challenging place. One thing we, as class council, have stressed over the past few months working on this ceremony is the importance of community. We're privileged to have such a diverse and wonderful group of people here. Some have traveled over 5,000 miles overseas. Some come from the actual town of Wellesley, but all have had their hand in forming what we know today as the class of 2020.
As most have shared on your senior profiles, we've had some of the best memories here at Wellesley. Partying with friends on LDOC or Marmon, spending hours just laughing around a table in the dining hall, sledding down Sev Green, or competing in a hoop rolling event more ruthless than I ever imagined.
We've also powered through academics. Don't act like you aren't accomplished. We've seen your Tanner enrollment presentations, went to professors' office hours with you, sat next to you working tirelessly on your thesis, and celebrated your Mellon Mays and McNair Awards.
We are so proud of you, of us. We talk about losing our sense of normalcy in this time, and it's true. But have our lives ever really been normal? All of our backgrounds have been marked by challenges no one can fully understand. And then we came to a historically women's liberal arts college for undergrad. And Wellesley has taught us in so many ways to embrace the weird. So whatever sense of normal or abnormal that you have now, take the time to acknowledge yourself and celebrate your accomplishments.
It has been our honor to serve you as co-presidents this year. You truly turned our experiences in the past year as presidents from what could have been a moral responsibility to something uplifting and fulfilling.
If there is one person who shares the excitement and gratitude we feel for you all and appreciates our Wellesley experiences, it's our student speaker. And now we are thrilled to introduce Sam Churchill, the class of 2020 student speaker.
To the members of the Board of Trustees, President Paula Johnson, faculty, staff, family, and the Red Hot class of 2020. In Hawaii, we have this tradition of giving lei, flower necklaces, after graduation. So I was thrilled when we received flowers when we walked across the amphitheater a few months back, though it seems like a lifetime ago. In Hawaii, after the ceremony is over, everyone you've known your entire life turns up to drape lei around your neck and to tell you how proud they are of you. If we did this at Wellesley, this would be all the professors who inspired us and who listened to our mental breakdowns in office hours. The dining hall staff who never failed to lift our spirits with fried rice and Graham Central Station. Our friends who have become our family, and all of our platonic and non-platonic crushes who gave us a reason to wear something other than sweatpants to class. My purpose in telling you this is that while these types of gatherings are not possible right now, the underlying relationships and experiences that make celebrations like this possible stand unfazed. You may not be able to see the lei stacked around you, each representing someone whose life you touched. But I promise you have touched more lives than you realize. My first time on campus was the first day of orientation, and my first thought upon meeting my new Sibs was goddesses. Each and every one of them was intelligent, accomplished, articulate, in a way I never thought I could be. Naturally, my second thought was someone in admissions screwed up, because there's no way I should have been allowed into this school. A few moments later, I found myself wondering if I had accidentally said these words out loud, because Sarah Unzao, one of the orientation coordinators, said, "I have good news for you. The admissions office doesn't make mistakes." This small vote of confidence became a mantra that got me through those first few weeks, and that I have fallen back on over the years, on the nights when the imposter syndrome hits especially hard. You have all touched more lives than you realize. Like a lot of smaller communities, where I am from, we tend to measure success in distance from home. As Wellesley was 5,000 miles and half an ocean away, I had made it. But I was terrified. I thought that I would have to unlearn what my existing communities had taught me in order to be inducted into this unknown world of elite academics. You all have shown me that I was categorically wrong. By being unapologetically yourselves, passionate, loud, nasty, but also compassionate, unsure, and vulnerable, you gave me the confidence to do the same. On the nights we stayed up late for pub night, or waiting for a snow day email that all other Massachusetts schools had received ages ago, you shared with me your trials and triumphs, and in doing so taught me more about the world than I learned in any class. By embracing your own histories, you helped me to see that I didn't have to build walls between where I am from and where I am going, but that I could build bridges. As lei after lei is placed around your neck, expectation after expectation is also rested on your shoulders. Each is an honor to carry with you, but a heavy weight when taken together. You now have a degree from Wellesley College, and at least 4 years worth of people you love and admire telling you how you are going to change the world someday. When you feel burdened by these expectations, know that a sibling's role in this tradition is to hold the extra lei for you when they have been stacked so high that you cannot see over the top. I hope that you take the gifts that your Wellesley Sibs have given you and share them with those who do not yet have what you have. But I also hope that you take the pressures to influence positive change and share them with your Sibs as well, because together we are boundless. We have never been the type of class to go quietly. After the deafening silence that fell over campus on November 9th, 2016, we responded with calls for equality and human dignity as we organized protests and canvases for candidates that we believed in. After we all quietly read the email that truncated our senior year, we responded with cheers as we rolled embroidery rings and hula hoops down Tupelo Lane, paying no attention to the fact that it was 50 degrees outside and we didn't quite know where the finish line was. Now, Sev Green stands silent. The same Sev Green that witnessed our Lake Day celebrations, training failures, first-year inductions, and the graduation of thousands of Sibs before us. But even in the wake of this silence and the distance between us, we are rallying. We have become teachers for younger siblings, caretakers for those who have none, and advocates for our communities. Despite physical distance, we remain boundless. My parents are watching this, and I owe them everything. My mom went to college after having 4 kids, and we all got to attend her graduation. She was supposed to have 2 graduations to go to this year, but my little sister's high school ceremony got canceled. I so badly wanted to hold my sister's lei for her, just as I wanted to stand beside you all on Sev Green today. But in the absence of lei and physical embraces, I hope that you all will accept the unqualified praise and unyielding support from this community that you have earned. I implore you to take stock of all of the blessings that you have, all of the people who helped you to get to where you stand today, all of the lei that would have been draped around your neck. But I also hope that you remember the battles you fought to get here, the battles that no one could have fought for you. For many of us, these were hardships that we should not have had to endure, but we took them head on, and we survived not because we were destined to, but because we made the choice to fight round after round and still boldly ask, what's next? It is one of the greatest honors of my life that I get to call you all my siblings, and I can't wait to see what we do next. Thank you.
First of all, let me say this. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Red Class of 2020, you are extraordinary. Take a moment and let that sink in. You've reached the same finish line as previous classes, but done so during a pandemic. During a pandemic. With this strangest of all graduations, you take your place in history. Congratulations also to all who have supported our new graduates on their journey. Family and friends, teachers, mentors, and allies. In so many ways, you have made this moment possible. Finally, I want to remember and honor a beloved member of this class who's no longer with us. 2 years ago, Sama Mundley passed away in a road accident in Amsterdam, where she was planning to study. In Judaism, my husband's faith, there's a prayer, may her memory be a blessing. For all who knew and loved her, Sama's memory is a blessing. Each of you carries her spirit with you. This moment is hers too. Today, 569 of you embark on a new life chapter as Wellesley alumni. And for all the distance between us, I feel closer to you than ever. 4 years ago, I stood before you for the first time, a new college president. I wore red beneath my academic robes at convocation, as I do today. I've always thought of you as my class. Even then, I found myself imagining what this day would look like. I envisioned lots of things, but I never could have imagined this. Your final year on campus cut short by a global pandemic. Commencement postponed. I refuse to say canceled, as we will revisit this. Me speaking to you by video, you scattered all over the globe. Today marks a stunning conclusion to a turbulent 4 years, starting with your very first fall on campus and the 2016 elections. But today, I want to focus not on where you've been, but on who you've become. The pandemic has only thrown into relief how truly remarkable you are. It's often said that a liberal arts education prepares students to thrive through uncertainty and change, that this is its greatest gift. Through this lens, you might say that the past few months have been the mother of all capstone projects. They tested you in ways that you could not have been tested before. At every turn, you came through with flying colors. In short order, you packed up and moved off campus, and yet somehow still found time to hold an unofficial fomencement, an event so moving that it was chronicled in the pages of the New York Times. You found new and creative ways to sustain the traditions that make Wellesley, Wellesley. A virtual Scream Tunnel on Marathon Day, despite no marathon. A virtual Earth Day celebration featuring Wellesley poets. You made the leap from classroom to online learning while also facing so many challenges, barely missing a beat. You continued to engage in activism. And yes, I have the letters to prove it. All of this is compelling proof of your strength and resilience. Class of 2020, if I know anything, I know this: you are ready, more than ready for whatever comes next. The degrees you receive today are a testament to 4 years of hard work, discovery, growth, and challenge. For the rest of your life, they will open doors to a future you can't yet imagine, to new opportunities and new friendships, new ideas, and new options. They also mark your entry into the vast and endlessly inspiring community of Wellesley alumni, a global network of some 36,000 strong. Many of you have already felt its impact through internships, mentorship, and other activities, and it will only grow stronger with time. Whatever your path, you'll find siblings eager to help you. All of which is to say that you are set for the journey ahead. You have worked hard to equip yourselves to make a difference in the world. Now you must answer this question: what kind of difference will you make? You will have no shortage of options. The pandemic has shone a harsh light on some of the world's most urgent problems: the widening chasm between rich and poor, the displacement of science by special interests and viral disinformation, the ways that race and gender limit options and threaten life itself. This last one hit home for all of us last month with the death of Rana Zoe Munjin, Wellesley class of 2011, affectionately known at Wellesley as Zoe. A gifted writer and middle school teacher, Zoe died of COVID-19 after a month on life support, having twice been refused testing. Did the fact that she was a young Black woman affect her quality of care? While we may never know for sure, it seems all too likely. Each of you has a role to play in tackling this kind of injustice. This is true for every graduating class, but especially for yours. There's a mysterious cycle in human events. To some generations, much is given. Of other generations, much is expected. This generation has a rendezvous with destiny. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt spoke these words more than 80 years ago to a nation in the grips of a Great Depression at a time when fascism was on the rise around the world. He might as well have said them to you. The challenges you face are every bit as great. So are your capacities. In you, I see the seeds of our greatest generation yet, a cadre of moral leadership with women in the vanguard. In this crisis is an opportunity to recreate the world. You are both the future and history in the making. Class of 2020, you are on your way. And once again, congratulations. While nothing about this virtual celebration of our seniors is traditional, this part will be. I want to welcome Provost Shannon to join me for the degree conferral ceremony. Provost Shannon. It's wonderful to see you again, even if from 7 feet.
It's wonderful to see you, President Johnson, and wonderful to be joining the graduating class for this virtual celebration.
Provost Shannon and I will now present the 569 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. The names will appear in alphabetical order. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise?
Madam President, it is the privilege of my office to present to you, on behalf of the faculty of Wellesley College, these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, vested in the Board of Trustees, and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts and admit you to all the rights, dignities, and responsibilities of that degree. Please join me in celebrating the Wellesley College class of 2020. While I can't see your faces at this very moment, we feel your joy and that of your families and loved ones. This year, at the request of the Senior Class Council, we've developed a digital yearbook where everyone can see the names and faces of our graduates, along with their honors, prizes, clubs, favorite memories of Wellesley, and messages they want to share with each other. We invite you all to visit wellesley.edu, Class of 2020, to view the yearbook following the ceremony. Now, I am pleased to welcome the Senior Class Council, who will introduce the Class of 2020 commencement speaker.
We've been holding this secret long enough, and we are now ready to share our commencement speaker with you all.
We are delighted to invite Zoe Wiles, Sarah Chu, and Georgia Marquez, our fellow 2020 class officers, to our celebration, who will introduce our commencement speaker.
Class Council looks for a speaker whose work is relevant to student activism on campus. This past year, we witnessed devastating fires in Australia, low income and communities of color affected by environmental racism, and inadequate leadership addressing climate change. During our 4 years at Wellesley, we witnessed our classmates create change globally, in their communities, and on campus, volunteering for political campaigns, creatively finding new ways to be sustainable, and protesting Wellesley's investment in fossil fuels.
When we asked this amazing leader, social entrepreneur, and Wellesley alumna to speak at our commencement, she told us that she was on a rampage of inspiring people to act on climate change. We were especially inspired by the innovative and transformative nature of her work, and she embodies the Wellesley experience of finding unique solutions to the world's most pressing problems. Now, more than ever, our generation is thinking about strategic ways that we can move forward in this new normal.
We are very proud to announce that our commencement speaker is Robin Chase, class of 1980, founder and former CEO of Zipcar. Please join us in welcoming Robin to our 2020 senior celebration.
Hello, I'm Robin Chase, class of 1980, founder and former CEO of Zipcar and many other transportation startups. Thank you for asking me to be part of this celebration day and later your commencement speaker. I'm really honored. Commencement is an iconic cultural milestone of achievement that you've all earned, and I know you're feeling deprived. You didn't get to crowd with anticipatory excitement with your peers in the academic quad and then process. People who are dear to you, both classmates and those who've come from far away, don't get to hear your name called and watch you cross the stage. All of that you aren't getting this day. You're also looking at a future that is more unknown and fraught than many of your predecessors have faced, with debt, uncertain employment, strained family finances, and climate chaos. Now we're all entrepreneurs. We move forward with wholly inadequate resources, but bolstered by our friendships, tenacity, and creativity. As Wellesley graduates, you are well equipped. In every startup I've built, I've understood that a critical part of success lies with the narrative. What is the story? Which details do we bring forward and which do we leave out? The actual reality behind that narrative transforms over time. We start with what exists, and day by day and bit by bit we build until our vision is not just a story, but truth. The most important aspect of this very moment, so shattered and broken, is that it gives us the opportunity to tell a new story about who we are and who we can be. You all get to and must have a hand in that reshaping. From small important moments like voting, make sure to vote in each and every upcoming election in your lifetime, to large ones, building and shaping the new world we want, one that is more sustainable and equitable, just and joyful. In closing, 2020 Wellesley Rah! From 1980 Wellesley. I send you love, courage, tenacity, and joy. 2020 Wellesley!
Thank you, Robin, for your words, and we can't wait to hear you speak in person next year. We now want to take a moment and recognize that we are missing an important member of the class of 2020, Sama Moonlay. We are thinking dearly of her friends and family today. Her family also wants to extend their gratitude to the class of 2020 for keeping Sama in our hearts.
While this is certainly not how we envisioned our senior week or commencement, we hope that this virtual celebration, the Class of 2020 website, brings some comfort to you and your families. Thank you to all those who helped plan this virtual celebration. This would not have been possible without you. I would also like to express my profound gratitude to the other 4 members of Class Council. I have seen these students here work tirelessly planning a senior week I know all of you would have been proud of, and then at the drop of a hat, make the best out of this unimaginable situation.
We know how painful leaving campus was, and the uncertainty we faced in those following days cannot be understated. We also understand that commencement means something different for everyone and holds special weight for our first generation and low-income students. We see you, we feel your disappointment, and we celebrate you now more than ever.
We wish you the best of luck on the next chapter of your lives. Whether you are starting graduate school, beginning your career, pursuing research, or have absolutely no idea what the next few months look like, know that you have the power, grit, and strength to pursue whatever you want to do, be whomever you want to be. And know that you'll have a group of fearless and compassionate leaders cheering you on.
This is not a goodbye, class of 2020. We can't wait to see you all on campus next year at our in-person celebration. Until then, take care of yourselves, your families, and your loved ones. Congratulations! We did it!
Dear, remarkable, and resilient Red Class of 2020. It seems like only yesterday you started your journey at Wellesley. Let's go back there for a moment. It was September 2016. You remember. There was an electricity in the air. The fiery autumn leaves lit up the campus. And there was a history-making presidential election afoot. A Wellesley alum was on the ballot. Talk of breaking the last glass ceiling penetrated the air. Ultimately, that glass ceiling didn't shatter, but something lit a fire within you. You stood up. You found a strength you never knew you had. You came together to learn, to grow, to connect with each other and the world around you. Slowly, with each day, each month, each year, you stoked your passions. You became the people you were meant to be. Just a few months ago, in the midst of your senior spring, the world changed, and you were challenged once again. But that didn't stop you. You weren't going to go quietly. Your flame would not be tamped. That's not your style. Once again, you came together to celebrate each other and Wellesley. You said, "We are the generation that says yes, and we are the change makers." And we believe you. So in closing, we want to say to the remarkable, resilient, and yes, red-hot class of 2020, you did it. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you burn bright.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
We're so proud of you.
And you've got this.
You've got this.
You inspire us.
We love you.
You are our future.
We are so proud of you.
Go get them.
Go make a difference.
We love you.
We believe in you.
Los queremos y creemos en ustedes.
We love you.
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 Love you.
Congratulations, graduates, and congratulations to your friends, families, professors, and mentors. And a big thanks to President Johnson for her continuing leadership. Well, class of 2020, you've had a tumultuous 4 years. Most of you started in the fall of 2016, right before an election that would upend our country. And now you're graduating in the midst of an unprecedented global health and economic crisis. So yes, the Red Class of 2020 will always be remembered for graduating during a pandemic, but you'll also be remembered for the way you responded to this crisis with resilience and creativity. If any of you are feeling overwhelmed by what you'll be walking into, well, I'm familiar with that feeling. When I graduated from Wellesley, my classmates and I didn't trust government, authority figures, or really anyone over 30. We were asking urgent questions about whether women, people of color, religious minorities, and immigrants would ever be treated with dignity and respect. And we were protesting a president who thought he was above the law. So you know, a totally different world. And to top it off, I'd been asked by my classmates to speak at our graduation. So I stayed up all night, writing and editing, trying to figure out what I could possibly say to capture a time that was really hard to put into words. So when I spoke, I shared a story of something that had happened to me the day before. I was walking across campus and I met a woman who said she wouldn't want to be me for anything in the world. She wouldn't want to live today and look ahead to what she sees because she was afraid. Well, I thought, fear is always with us, but we just don't have time for it. Not now. And over the last 50 years, I've seen just about every response to fear that a person can have. And what I've learned is we always have a choice. Fear can paralyze us or mobilize us. Now, I don't want you to go away empty-handed, so I will leave you with a few pieces of practical advice. Good friends will get you through even the worst of times. They sure have for me, so stay in touch. Thank people for what they do for you. Even send thank you notes. Being polite is not the same as being politically correct, so treat others as you would want to be treated. Learn how to sew on a button. Check the source of everything you read or share. Vote in every single election, not just the presidential ones. Believe in science, including vaccinations. Wash your hands. And if all else fails, try meditation or alternate nostril breathing. I did it before 3 debates with Donald Trump. So trust me, it really is a good technique for dealing with stress. Seriously, Google it. Hold on to what you've learned during this challenging period and keep doing what brings you joy. Of course, you have to make a living, but you also have to make a life. And whatever you've been doing during this quarantine period that gave you that sense of joy, keep it going. Keep your eye on what is important to you. And you can always do, as everybody I know can, with a little more kindness and compassion. Keep your eyes open to the big social and economic problems that this pandemic has ripped even barer than usual. And yes, recognize that we don't have the luxury of wringing our hands. We're graduates of Wellesley College. We've got to be willing to suit up. It's not a time just for words, it's a time for action. So use your voice and use your vote. Remember what you've learned at Wellesley. Those lessons will serve you and the ones around you well. I'm thrilled to welcome you to the family of Wellesley graduates and alums, and I can't wait to see how you make your mark on the world ahead.